Deuteronomy 23. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, while Yehoshua died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. And I guess you might be saying, yeah, well, whoever I call him will understand what he's saying. I mean, that's how the one world religion is. But I mean, I'm different. All right. Well, Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only. And he is such a jealous El that he doesn't even want us to have the names of other idols or mighty ones come to our lips. So rethink your statement. Deuteronomy 23. He who is wounded by crushing of testicles, or whose penis is cut off, shall not enter into the community of Yah. You started off like that. That's so painful to think about. A mamzer, Mamzer, shall not enter the community of Yah. Even a 10th generation of his shall not enter the community of Yah. I don't think he'll have any more generations at that point. Ooh. An Ammonite or Moabite shall not enter the assembly of Yah. Even a 10th generation of them shall not ever enter the assembly of Yah, because they did not meet you with bread and water on the way when you came out of Mitzrayim, and because they hired against you Bilam son of Beor from Pethor of Arnam, Nerarium, Naharayim, to curse you. But Yah your Elohim refused to listen to Bilam, and Yah your Elohim turned the curse into a blessing for you, because Yah your Elohim loves you. Do not seek their peace nor their good all your days forever. Do not loathe an Edomite, for he is your brother. Do not loathe a Mitzrayim, because you were a stranger in his land. The children of the 3rd generation born to them do enter the assembly of Yah. When the camp goes out against your enemies, then you shall guard yourself from every evil matter. When there is any man among you who is not clean because of an emission in the night, then he shall go outside the camp. Let him not come into the midst of the camp, and it shall be at the approach of evening that he bathes with water, and when the sun sets, let him come into the midst of the camp. And you shall have a place outside the camp where you shall go out, and you shall have a sharp implement among your equipment. And when you sit down outside, and you shall dig with it, and turn and cover your excrement, for Yah your Elohim walks in the midst of your camp, and to deliver you, and give your enemies over to you. Therefore your camp shall be set apart, so that he does not see unclean matter among you, and shall turn away from you. You do not hand over to his master the slave who has escaped from his master to you. Let him dwell with you in your midst, in the place which he chooses within one of your gates, where it is pleasing to him. Do not oppress him. None of the daughters of Israel is to be a cult prostitute, nor any of the sons of Israel be a cult prostitute. Do not bring the harlot fee of a whore, or the pay of a dog to the house of Yah your Elohim, for any vowed offering, for both of these are an abomination to Yah your Elohim. Do not lend an interest to your brother, interest of silver, interest of food, or interest of whatever is lent at interest. No interest on your things. If you say, hey, you can lend $3, in the end, it's, hey, I still need that $3. It doesn't go up to like 4 and then 5 and then 6 and then 7 and then 8. There's no interest. To a foreigner you lend at interest, but to your brother you do not lend at interest. Oh, thank you. So that Yah your Elohim might bless you in all that you put your hand to in the land which you are entering to possess. When you make a vow to Yah, excuse me. When you make a vow to Yah your Elohim, do not relay to pay it, for Yah your Elohim is certainly requiring it of you, and it shall be sin in you. But when you abstain from from vowing, it is not sin in you. It is not sin in you. That which has gone from your lips you shall guard and do, for you voluntarily vowed to Yah your Elohim what you have promised with your mouth. When you come into your neighbor's vineyard, you shall eat to the satisfaction of the desire, but do not put any in a receptacle of yours. When you come into your neighbor's standing grain, you shall pluck the heads with your hand, but do not use a sickle on your neighbor's standing grain. So don't steal from your neighbor. Don't hate on your neighbor. Treat your neighbor like yourself. Unless, of course, you disrespect yourself, then obviously you're just going to disrespect anyone else. It comes with the nature.